During his time with the Beatles, George Harrison often struggled to have his songs recognized. John Lennon and Paul McCartney usually led the band's songwriting, and George's ideas were often overlooked or given less attention. Even though he contributed songs to earlier albums, he only got a limited number of tracks per release. This became more frustrating during the recording of albums like Sgt. Pepper and The White Album, where George felt sidelined. Tensions grew in 1969 during the early sessions for Let It Be, and George even left the band for a short time because of how he was being treated. The issues within the band started to show earlier during the White Album sessions, which followed their spiritual trip to India. George had led the group's interest in Indian culture and meditation, but the trip ended badly after disagreements with their spiritual teacher. George stayed in India afterward to visit another mentor, while the rest of the band returned home. Back in the studio, George wrote Not Guilty, a song that hinted at his frustrations with John, Paul, and their new company, Applecore. He brought the song to the band and they recorded over 100 takes, but it didn't make the album. The lyrics seemed too personal and caused more tension. Though it didn't get released as a Beatles track, George later included Not Guilty on his solo album in 1979, after rediscovering the demo. The song reflected his struggle to find space as an artist in a band dominated by two strong voices,